Guys, welcome to Carlos's place in the United Distribution Center, and I'm Mike Popovich, Carlos Salguero, Dr. Nico, the star of the show, and his bride, Nicole somewhere, and Ron Yeager, and my girlfriend somewhere. I don't know where she is, but anyway, I would ask you to do a couple things. Is some of you guys online, go to TrueUnited.com, watch that little video, and then I would have you do a couple other things. Is go Google Dr. Nicholas Porter. He probably doesn't like me to talk about this, but Kevin Polanski, he hit it on the head. He goes, this is a visionary. And I've known him for probably 10 years. They're real close for the last 2. And I would just tell you, we're in awesome, awesome hands, guys. I think it's divine. I think what we've put together is phenomenal. You know, it really is. I think for the average person to create wealth, it's the simplest thing I've ever seen. And you know, some of the highlights, obviously, you know, hey, it's free to join, which is phenomenal. You know, it's as we kind of started to think about this, as you know, Dr. Nick said, hey, you know what, just give me 6 to 9 months to ponder, and I would just tell you when he ponders, it's good. So I had to learn that at first, like, you alive? I haven't heard from you for 2 weeks. Are you okay? So, because I'm more, you know, like, I've learned to leave him alone.
You had a few people asking you.
No, I had a couple people asking me, like, when is this coming? I go, relax, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's going to be good, so trust me. And do you think it's good?
Yeah.
Good. It's a blessing. So anyway, I'm just going to share a couple highlights, introduce Carlos, so you can introduce Dr. Nico, but hey, we appreciate you, bro. It's incredible what I tell you, getting around in the vision that's a year or 2 years from now, guys, we're in incredible hands. I think we could be the first one to $1 billion of real sales without acquiring other companies, etc. I really believe that with all my heart. I think we can get 1 million subscribers yet this year. I know Mike, a lot of these guys that he's brought on. Here's what's happening. I told Dr. Nico, I said, I think it's going to take us about 2 years to get the big guys from every direct sales company. I really believe that. Because I thought, you know what, we're selling normal price things. We're gone are the days that we have to go, here's why this vitamin costs so much. Here's why this stuff costs so much. Here's why this juice costs $80. And just crazy stuff. And Nick's like, you know what, I figured out the riddle. I know how to do this. Where we can sell the normal price stuff and still pay 4 or 5 times out the industry average. And I thought it would take 2 years, honestly, because their groups are big. They've got Vonda, yeah, it's a lot of your connections as well. You know, guys, it's fascinating. When we were in Phoenix, this guy apologized to me because he only had 18,000 people in his group. That's amazing to me. But you're gonna so we're attracting the best of the best right now, guys. People have 100,000 people in their group, 300,000, 500,000 plus. Mike,
50,000, not at United.
not at United. No, so they built other companies, right? And they're looking at this going, this truly is going to disrupt everything. Because what we talked about before, I go, their people aren't making money. That was my challenge. I've made a lot of money in this industry, but my people were hurting. And Nick's like, I'm going to fix that. We're going to have 1 million families make $500 a month. So we're seeing it 18 months faster than I thought, where these guys are going, you know what? We got to put everybody we know into this thing. Because this is going to disrupt everything. I believe that. So, you know, Mike was just sharing, I go, hey, I think this guy's got 600,000 people in his group. He goes, 800,000. I go, oh, my mistake. It's just, I love that. So, hold on, guys. I think I would go put 100 people in as fast as you can. It's really not that big a deal. You're going to get 20% of the people that build this big. As you know, you need 12 to be a legend. You'll be in the top 1% of income brackets in the world doing that. You're probably going to have 20 huge people out of that. You'll have 20 to 40 people that are okay, do a little bit of commerce, etc., which is, guess what? This is a profit pool, so that helps us. And then the rest of them, I don't care how good it is, you really can't do much with them. Is people just quit things. So I call it discipline in your disappointments. Don't worry about those guys. Is go focus on the guys that love this, that are appreciative, that just are blasting this thing out the doors. So I think all of you could do this, put in 100 people over the next 12 months. Don't you think you could? I really believe that. Everybody you know should be a part of this thing, in my opinion. Because it just makes sense, and that's what Dr. Nico said. He said, I'm going to create a vehicle that just makes sense. And there's a reason he's done everything, and I just appreciate it, man. So he's given us a vehicle to just go run and impact millions and millions of families, which that's my dream. You know, and that's what I've always wanted to do. You know, I told my wife, some of you guys know my story, is Said, I'd go live in a tent before I'm the only guy making money. Arnold, how many times have you heard me say that? I go, if I can't figure out a way for my guys to make money, then I'm quitting. I just didn't have to. I found something way better. So, that's what you got your hands on, guys. I'm going to introduce Carlos. I run out of adjectives to describe Carlos. I really do. How long have I known you?
15 plus.
15 plus years. Youngest manager in Hewlett Packard's history. I met him doing the Amway business in San Jose. I remember that so clearly. I remember, I remember certain people very clearly. I remember sitting down on my knees on the computer. Carlos goes, does this work? So I showed him my bonus that month. He goes, oh, okay, sign me up. And so, and then he's built this incredible. So some of you guys know 9 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, whatever it was, the top 1% Amazon sellers in the world met in Barcelona, Spain. And guess who they had as the guest speakers? Dr. Nick and Carlos. And that's why you're seeing, these guys impacted those guys so much that you're seeing a lot of the top brands of Amazon come here that pay you 40, 50, 60%. So he's a master at that, and you're invaluable, really, to this whole thing. So anyway, Carlos Salguero, somebody else got to hold this phone. The floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you, buddy. It's been a busy afternoon, right?
Yeah.
You know, this is awesome. Having Nico here with us, and Mike and Ron. Just honored to serve. It's all about you guys in the end. Every single member of United it's really what I feel. Dr. Nico, he's heart for the new person that connects for free. For that person to be able to really appreciate what this is. It's such an efficient platform at creating cashback for our purchasing power. And I think when people realize that at a mass scale, it'll be really hard to contain growth. I mean, this will grow beyond the U.S. borders very, very fast. So, we have a very unique opportunity. I've been in e-commerce for 20 years, made a lot of money at it. I've been selling on Amazon, eBay, pretty much every platform, and I can tell you a million stories about how good it is and the frustrations of every Amazon seller. We have one in the room that we invited tonight, and it's awesome that we're able to offer not only opportunity to you, the person site for free, but to an Amazon brand that really wants to get exposure for the products and that is willing to pay you, the new member, 40, 50, 60, 70% on the dollar for you to purchase the products. And the question really is going to become, how much are these brands willing to pay you to buy the products and generate loyalty? So, we have our hands on something really unique, really special. In this day and age, companies that are thriving are the companies that are putting money back in people's pockets or allowing them to make some side income. I always think about analogies like United and Uber, right? I ask people, how long was Uber founded ago, right? When was it founded? Does anybody know? Yeah, don't say it. Anybody, somebody that doesn't know.
5
Give me a
years.
number. Guess.
5 years.
5 years, right? Anybody else? Huh? No. There was no cars back then. So 5 years ago, it was founded in the 90s, right? It's taking 15 plus years to get traction. Because back then, people didn't even know what to call it, right? What was it? Was it a taxi company? Was it a shuttle service? What was it? Now Uber is, now we recognize it, right? Everybody knows it. And what does it really do? It's a platform that connects a driver with some time in a car with you that needs a ride. And that driver is able to make some side income for something that they already did, driving. Sounds familiar? Right? Our platform connects you, the shopper, with brands that are willing to pay you back for something you already do, which is consume. The only thing you need to do is redirect your spending and stretch your dollars, because these brands are willing to put money in your pocket. Now, if I have to really persuade somebody to do that, then it's like I'll tell them and then keep going, because there's really so many people that need this. Many people think that, oh man, Uber's is profitable, but really here in Denver, Uber advertises $14.40 an hour. Nobody's getting rich off of driving an Uber, right? But you know what it's doing? It's creating a little bit of income so that they can pay their bills, they can pay rent, pay off debt. And that's exactly what we want to do. We want to help 1 million families put an extra $500 a month in their pocket so they can pay bills. And for those who want to run, they can do a lot more just by helping families, right? The more families you help do that, the more money you're going to make. So it's just, amazing that only 4 months ago we launched this thing, January 1st. We're in our 5th month in business, and we already have a room full of people that are eager to go tell everybody about this vehicle, right? Shoppers, you saw it today in action, right? Because it's all about just using your dollars to get some money back. That's all it is. So, it's an honor and a privilege to have Nico here. We became, I think he's one of my best friends now, honestly. He's become not only my friend, my mentor. I admire him for all he's done in the past and all he's doing. Every time I'm around him, I come out, just inspired to go help people.
Red lights in his
do more.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, orange light. Hey, you should see the driving back in my car, right? And it's just amazing that his heart is with a brand new person, right? He's pondering every day and thinking about how do we make this better for you. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen plenty of companies that only the guys at the top are getting really filthy rich. Silicon Valley startups that burn through millions and millions of dollars just to make a few rich and just don't really even help people at the end of the day. So this is something special. I thank you every day for what you put together and allowing us to run with you. And it's an honor and pleasure to introduce to you my friend, my mentor, my brother, Nicholas Porter.
Well, it's a privilege to be here with everybody. It's been a crazy week. We're in Florida, and I think for Nicole and I, traveling, it's kind of like what most people go through when they try to figure out what restaurant they want to go to eat. Week in, week out. It's like every day. It's, you want to go here, there. So we were in Florida. We were going to stop back, in Denver. We decided to go home and get BK. We call him the little boy that's waving. And it's been a fun experience to come up here and see everybody excited about the warehouse. Isn't it different seeing this? It's the first time
Yes.
And so, thank you for coming, because when you see there's a different level of belief, you go, wait, there's $1 million in inventory that I see right here. I guess they're not underfunded. You just don't see the Walmart card. But I am truly blessed to have incredible people in my life.
He's covering the microphone. Take his hand off the bottom there.
It's off the bottom.
Hold it like this.
For this,
There you go.
Ron's incredible